Good evening, everyone. Please take your respective seats. Good evening and welcome to this special night. I'm Kathy Connerton. I have the privilege of chairing the SUNY Broome Board of Trustees, and believe me, it is a privilege. But before we get started with our remarks tonight, this crowd sitting down here was a little noisy on their way in, and it feels like you could still be a little noisier. So give yourself a great big round of applause before we get started. I don't know, I think this side may still be noisier, I'm not sure. All right, we'll try to get started. Before we begin tonight's event, I want to make a few safety announcements. They're important, of course. In the event of an emergency, please take a moment to locate the nearest exit. If you are in need of medical attention, please notify the closest ushers that are around our building. And also a reminder that smoking and vaping inside the arena are strictly prohibited. We're going to ask everyone now to please rise for the performance of our national anthem, presented by Cooper Ely. All right, as Cooper is going back to his seat, how about one more round of applause for Cooper? Well done. Tonight, it's my great pleasure to welcome everyone here to the 2024 commencement ceremony for SUNY Broome Community College. Today, we are honored and privileged to celebrate all of your accomplishments. It is the evening that we wait for all year. Before I begin my brief address to the graduates, I want to take a moment to publicly thank, on behalf of the SUNY Broome Board of Trustees, our new president, Tony Hawkins, Where was this side? Come on now, we got to be equal. You know, it doesn't seem possible that a year has gone by already. It seems like it was just yesterday when we went to Albany to share in his excitement at being installed as the new president of the college. This was an incredibly meaningful event to him, and what we have grown to learn over this year is how much he has ingratiated himself in this community, in the college, and how much he believes in each and every one of you seated before us in your accomplishments and your success yet to come. So we are very, very, very happy and pleased for what he has already done in this community, what he's going to continue to do for the college. Your ability, Dr. Hawkins, to connect with others, even after just one meeting, is so genuine and something that truly we all admire. If there's an event in the community and Dr. Hawkins is present, you can be assured that the speakers of the evening will acknowledge him. Your energy, enthusiasm, and thoughtfulness shine as you lead our community college into the next era. We all are excited to see what more will come. Thank you, Dr. Hawkins. I also want to sing the praises of your student trustee this year, Alejandro Gonzalez. Every year, the board has the privilege of serving with a student trustee, and every year, they're incredibly stellar. We learn from them. We get excited by what they share with us, and you can have every assurance that Alejandro represented you well. So thank you. All right, so for a few brief remarks. Tonight is a night that we all wait for, and as we stand out there and we watch you come in, I know that everyone on this dais has a moment of remembering back when they walked in. And I think our hearts were pounding, maybe not as fast as your hearts were pounding as you were walking in with absolute excitement. But it's a moment in your life that you will never forget. And so it's an honor tonight for me to be able to stand before you and to focus on all the positives that you have brought to our college and to our community. In a world that has a lot of challenges, and in our lifetime, we all have challenges, it is so encouraging to have this time to be surrounded by all of you, to watch what you've done over the last few years, of what you've accomplished, in spite of challenges that may have been before you. You all serve as the best reminder that good things in our lives are to come and that the sky is truly the limit. One of the favorite things for the board every time we receive it is to see the Foundation magazine that highlights many of you that are doing incredible things at the college. It's a source of pride, not just for us, but believe me, it is a source of pride for our community. I have always loved education and deeply believed in its transformative power. If I could have, I would have stayed a lifelong student until my father explained to me that after I had earned a number of degrees, it was time I got a job. It's the truth. While I wish I could have stayed in school because I enjoyed every minute of it, I have been fortunate enough to serve here with this community college. My role at the college gives me the privilege to witness and to be inspired by your perseverance, your spirit, and your thirst for knowledge. As I said about my favorite publication, I can't tell you how many times I have taken that magazine and shared it with a friend and said, look at what they're doing. Look at what this next generation has in store for us. Community colleges are facing challenges across the country and even within New York State. Despite these challenges, you, together with your incredibly dedicated faculty and staff, have exceeded every expectation on what can be accomplished individually and collectively. When I was reflecting on this past academic year and all the wonderful events that took place on campus, I kept thinking about the dedication ceremony for the Hornet Hope Center, SUNY Broome's on-campus food pantry and clothing closet. If you were there, you'll remember that it was standing room only. It was filled with members of the campus community and partners from the community at large. As I made my way through the old science building, I was blown away by how many students were there, present to show their support for the power of playing it forward. Each one of you contributed. Each one of you were excited to be able to be part of that, to be able to share with others who might have a need. Their earnest commitment to supporting the basic needs of their fellow students made an incredible impression on me, one that I will never forget. It served as a testament to the type of students that SUNY Broome attracts, students who are prepared to make a difference and deliver in the lives of communities where you will serve. I'm sure that you will probably be inundated with advice from well-wishers, so I'm going to keep my advice short, but maybe it will be meaningful. Don't be afraid to tackle projects or opportunities that may bring moments of angst, because in that angst is where you find that silver lining, and it's in that angst where you grow personally. Those moments of angst tend to yield your most significant accomplishments. Please know how much each and every year you inspire our board, our community, and our faculty. For those of you who have your parents, spouses, children, siblings, partners, and friends seated in the audience tonight, we also want to share our congratulations to them, because none of this gets done alone. A college degree is a collective effort, but if you happen to be celebrating on your own, no, you're not on your own, because all of us are here to cheer you on. I wish you all the best that life has to offer. Thank you. And now it gives me great pleasure to introduce our college president, Dr. Tony Hawkins.
Good evening, SUNY Broome. Thank you, Chair Connerton, for your words of encouragement and thoughtful advice for our graduates. And thank you to Cooper Ely for your impressive rendition of the national anthem. Yeah, we can. Members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished dignitaries, family, friends, community members, and most especially our graduates, welcome to our 75th commencement exercise. On behalf of our deeply committed faculty and staff, I would like to personally thank all of the graduates for your commitment to your education and for entrusting those of us at SUNY Broome to guide you through these past few years. We take our role in your lives very seriously and are extremely proud of your hard work and dedication to bring your academic goals to fruition. I applaud you all for fully engaging in the transformative education that SUNY Broome has afforded you all. The class of 2024 will always have a special place in my heart, as you were the cohort of students who taught me the most about the mission of SUNY Broome in action. Thank you for your kind welcome at the beginning of my academic year and for consistently including me in your events, activities, and ceremonies. You have no idea how much I appreciate the honor of being with you and for you throughout the year. Most of all, I want to thank you for your openness and honesty when I came to you looking for guidance on how to make SUNY Broome even more academically rigorous, student-focused, inclusive, and affordable to the students who will follow you. As the class of 2024, many of you are interned with the region's top employers. You cared for the members of our community via your clinical rotations. You explored global health practices in Ireland. You provided culinary and event support for New York's Fashion Week and the Kentucky Derby. You modified a fully electric vehicle and won first place in the Toyota Green Grand Prix. You presented your research at state and national conferences, and you won games, set records, and brought home titles as Hornet student athletes. Together, you picnicked on the quad, performed on the stage, and gathered to support the causes that you believe in. You took back the night and bolstered the Hornet Hope Center. You even came together to witness a once-in-a-lifetime natural phenomena, which sadly was partially covered by good old southern tear clouds. But all in all, this was a fantastic year. I am so proud, and I believe I have the best job on the planet. So thank you for reminding us all just how exciting and how fun it is to be a SUNY Broome student. At SUNY Broome, diversity is at the heart of everything that we do. We're proud of the collection of backgrounds, cultures, and experiences that make up our community. We spent the past year exploring who we are as individuals and as a campus community through sharing our stories. I'd like to take a moment to celebrate tonight's graduates and guests who contribute to and champion our own special populations. So would you please join me by honoring the following? Would those of our graduates and members of our audience who currently serve in the armed forces or are veterans, please stand. Would those of our graduates who are first-generation college graduates please stand? Would those graduates who worked part-time and full-time jobs while completing their degrees please stand? Would those of our graduates who cared for children, parents, spouses, and loved ones while completing their degrees please stand? Would those of our graduates who have a job waiting for you or a transfer institution lined up for the fall, would you please stand? And finally, would all of our SUNY Broome alumni, ranging from the class of 1946 to every member of the class of 2024, please stand? Look around. This is who we are. Thank you for participating in that exercise. And first and foremost, commencement ceremonies are designed to be celebratory. So I prefer to spend our time together cheering in support and recognition of your tremendous work, rather than listening to me share a few thoughts and ideas on academia. But while I have your attention and while I have you here, for many of you, today is just the beginning of your life. For some, that concept may be exhilarating. For others, the uncertainty of life fills you with dread. But please remember this: throughout your life, eventually all of the pieces will come together. Cherish each experience and opportunity that comes your way, but also don't fixate on things like timing. If this year of my life has proven anything to me personally, it's this: it gets greater later. Take your time. Success and the occasional necessary failures will present themselves throughout your life, just as they may have over your past few semesters here at SUNY Broome. I simply request that you do two things: share your skills and talents with the communities with which you dwell, and stay connected with us at SUNY Broome so that we can remain a witness to all of your lives, how they flourish. So now I'd like to introduce our distinguished guests who are here on the platform, and I ask that you please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Members of the platform party, please stand and remain standing after I call your name. To my immediate left in the front row is Jason Gardner, Broome County Executive; Mark Whelan, BC Legislator, District 15; Nicholas Burlingame, Village of Endicott Mayor; Dr. Penny Kelly, Vice President for Academic Affairs; Dr. Carol Ross Scott, Vice President for Student Development and Chief Diversity Officer; Michael Sullivan, Vice President for Administrative and Fiscal Services; Dr. Kim McLean, Associate Vice President and Dean of Health Sciences and Institutional Effectiveness; Dr. Jeff Anderson, Associate Vice President and Dean of Liberal Arts and Business and Professional Studies; Dr. Christine Marty Achola, Dean of STEM; Dr. Scott Kane, Interim Associate Vice President and Dean of Students; and Laura Hodel, Assistant Vice President for Human Resources and Student Finance. To my immediate right in the front row is Kathy Connerton, Board of Trustees Chair; Alejandro Chavarria Gonzalez, Student Trustee; Anthony Panicia, SUNY Broome Trustee; Margaret Coffey, Student Broome Trustee; James Testani, Student Broome Trustee; Catherine Abajian Williams, BCC Foundation Executive Director; and Alex Ricotta, BCC Foundation President. I would also like to acknowledge a very special population of student leaders who mirrored many of the positions of our platform party. They use their unique voices as students to create a campus culture that aligns with their values and passions. Would members of our Student Assembly and Executive Board please stand to be recognized? Thank you. There are over 700 employees at SUNY Broome who work together daily for one collective goal: to see you reach this moment. A number of our faculty and staff have joined us on stage to celebrate with you tonight. While many of the faculty and staff who have supported your achievements are visible in the classroom and campus departments, many of your biggest champions are working quietly behind the scenes, like Matt Ebers. Who I guarantee is probably just having heart palpitations right now for being called out. Matt is right over there. Wave your hand, Matt, so we can all see you. Matt, the college's resident photographer and videographer, was one of the first people I met when I arrived at SUNY Broome last summer. As you can imagine, having my first weeks on campus documented on a camera was definitely daunting. I now know how Taylor Swift feels. But anytime that I felt nervous or overwhelmed, Matt was there to calmly, kindly, and professionally capture life of SUNY Broome. This morning alone, hundreds of you have had the opportunity to be photographed by Matt. Many of you will keep that photo for decades as part of your personal visual history to remind you of your time here at SUNY Broome and to celebrate this momentous milestone. I think that this example is a wonderful reminder for us that all people, sometimes those that work behind the scenes, will make the biggest impact and memories for a very long run. At this time, I'd like to ask Matt Ebers and all of SUNY Broome's faculty and staff to rise and be recognized. Thank you, and please be seated. I would like to take this opportunity to highlight members of our faculty and staff who have recently received the prestigious SUNY Chancellor's Award for Excellence. They include Matt Ebers, Excellence in Professional Service. He's our staff associate and videographer. Excellence in Classified Service, Edith Laxonay, our office manager in Dental Health and Health Sciences Division. For Excellence in Teaching, Jason Smith, Professor of our Physical Sciences Department, and Excellence in Teaching, Kristen Hofer, Associate Professor, Dental Hygiene Department. Faculty and staff who've received the Chancellor's Award for Excellence have served their students, fellow faculty and staff, their campus and community with the utmost distinction. And it's a great honor to be able to recognize them as stars among SUNY's 64 colleges and university campuses. So let's once again congratulate our Chancellor Excellence Awards. Today, we honor 784 graduates. Our youngest is just 18. Our oldest graduate is 62 years young. Both of them are equally as impressive. And for many of you today, the degree or certificate that we're about to award to you will be the first of many. You will use SUNY Broome as a foundation for your future undergraduate and graduate degrees and your careers. For others, the application of your degrees to the workforce will commence immediately. We are proud of you all and wish you all the greatest successes. But right now, I'd like to take a moment to highlight a few of your classmates whose stories have been the source of inspiration and encouragement to me. Isabel Deepa and Stephen Rathburn. Would you please stand? No. Let me tell you a little bit about them. Izzy and Stephen are a husband and wife duo who came back to school to complete our nursing program together. Our nursing faculty have watched them in awe over the past 2 years as they diligently and kindly work to build each other up while balancing their full-time course loads with parenthood. But they didn't just stop by supporting each other. The couple was ready and willing to help any member of their cohort, truly embodying the team mentality that is so critical in nursing. Stephen was just honored with the 2024 Vanguard Award, which recognizes outstanding students who are pursuing career and technical education programs that are non-traditional for their gender. So we'd like to congratulate both Izzy and Stephen. Next is Daisy Exla. Is Daisy here? There she is. Dental hygiene graduate Daisy Exla has earned the distinction of being awarded the Golden Scaler, dental hygiene's highest honor for clinical practice. Daisy's impressive technique in scaling is just one of her many talents to celebrate. Throughout her years in the program, Daisy graciously helped secure patients for many of the other fellow classmates and served as the clinic's interpreter for patients in need of translation. Congratulations, Daisy. How about Dan Liberty? There he is. Many in the community may know our next graduate, Dan Liberty, from the Daniel Lewis Salon, a staple of beauty from the beauty community in the Southern Tier for over 30 years. What you may not know about Dan is that in addition to running his highly successful business in Endwell, he is a non-traditional student and has been quietly working away to completing a marketing, management, and sales degree that he first began at SUNY Broome in the late 1980s. Yeah. Dan's commitment to earning his degree is one that we should all celebrate. He is the ideal example of how it's never too late and how you're never too busy to earn a degree at SUNY Broome. Congratulations, Dan. Is Ian Bender here? I know I saw him. There he is, Ian. Ian Bender is a proud Pennsylvanian. He came to SUNY Broome this year to take advantage of our newest program, our certificate in mechatronics. I spent the year bumping into Ian on campus at student events or in between classes, and I was always so inspired by his genuine positivity and excitement for everything we have here at SUNY Broome. Thank you, Ian, for leading the way for future mechatronics students. Never lose your positive spirit. It'll take you very, very far. Congratulations. Alyssa Madramutu. Just a few weeks ago, I had the pleasure of cheering on Alyssa as she was named the Norman J. McCooney Award winner, SUNY's highest honor for students in the system's Educational Opportunity Program. Alyssa, a proud first-generation college student, took advantage of countless opportunities at SUNY Broome. She was an RA in the Student Village, served as the Chief of Staff in the Student Assembly, and participated in the Storytelling and Heritage Global Learning Experiences in Mexico. Alyssa is planning to continue her studies at SUNY Oneonta to become a school counselor. Congratulations, Alyssa. And finally, one of the highlights of my academic year has been pulling up my calendar to find Visit the BC Center on my schedule. I have loved every opportunity to read and to play with SUNY Broome's littlest learners. The preschool class of the BC Center celebrated their graduation last Thursday with a small but equally pomp ceremony. The scary thing is that we'll all blink, and before we know it, these incredible students will be sitting exactly where you are as graduates of SUNY Broome. So let's give a congratulations to our littlest learners. It is my great pleasure to recognize two of our graduates who have maintained a 4.0 grade point average. Congratulations, Nicholas Gabriel and Daniel Topchev. We also have two students who received the 2024 SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence. Brandy Banch. I know Brandy is here. She's a nursing student. Brandy is a mother of 3, and she just welcomed her 4th child 2 weeks ago. Congratulations. And Alejandro Xavier Gonzalez. Engineering science student. This statewide honor recognizes SUNY students who have integrated academic achievement with accomplishments in campus leadership, community service, athletics, and the arts. These students are proven leaders among all 64 SUNY campuses, and we are truly proud to have them representing our college. Some of you may know that before and during higher education, I had a career in the theater. So it's truly my honor to introduce two of tonight's graduates, Emily Demick, Environmental Science, Associate of Science, and Kirsten Grotz, Music, Associate of Science, to perform For Good from the musical Wicked by Stephen Schwartz. We'd like to welcome to the stage Emily and Kirsten.
We would like to dedicate this song to all of our friends, family, loved ones, and professors.
Because they've changed our lives for good. People come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. It well may be that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made from what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now, whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship blown from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant wood. Who can
Wow, that was beautiful, ladies. Thank you. And now I'd like to invite your student speaker, student trustee and SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence recipient, Alejandro Chavarria Gonzalez, to the podium to address the class of 2024.
Hola familia, hello everyone. My name is Alejandro Chavarria Gonzalez and I'm very excited to stand before you today. Before I begin, let's have another round of applause for every graduate and for all the people who have made today possible. I am here today thanks to the unwavering support of my personal family and my SUNY Broome family. I would like to thank mi mamá, mi papá, mi hermano, y mis abuelitos for your constant love and encouragement. I would also like to thank my SUNY Broome family, Professor Robert Lofhaus, Nick Ochneski, Ray Palmer-Jones, Callis Nunes, Dustin McFarland, Dr. Tony Hawkins, the Executive Board, the Board of Trustees, Dan Alenzo, Elizabeth, the Student Assembly, and everyone else that has made an impact on me during my time here at SUNY Broome. I love y'all. I'd like to share with you a little bit about the journey that brought me to this moment. I was raised in Chihuahua, Mexico, with my brother Daniel, by our mama Marilu, and Papa Daniel. In Mexico, our parents were middle school teachers in the morning, and then my mom taught English classes at night, while my dad taught classes at a local university. In May 2016, my parents sat my brother and me down and told us that my dad had received a job offer at Universal Instruments, which many of you may know that is in Conklin, New York. A couple of months later, we landed at the Syracuse airport, and the day after that, my dad drove us to our new home. In my mind, I was picturing the concrete jungle where dreams are made of, that Alicia Keys and Jay-Z described in Empire State of Mind. But in reality, our new home was a duplex apartment at the top of a hill with one single country road surrounded by trees, more like a real jungle than a concrete one. And in my dad's defense, he did tell us we would be living in Conklin. I spent that summer acclimating to our new home and preparing for school. Fast forward, I had a great middle school experience. I formed wonderful friendships, and I was supported by my teachers who helped me navigate life as an immigrant student. When I moved on to high school, I divided my time between swimming, playing tennis, and completing my classwork. I was fortunate enough just to have to be a student and an athlete. During this time, I had always planned to attend university directly after high school. So during my senior year, I began the application process. But as soon as I started to apply to schools, I realized that my immigration status was making things more complicated than I had ever expected. My visa status as the child of a U.S. employee did not grant us a social security number, which prevented me from filing the FAFSA and also prevented us from legally working. My immigration status kept determining my applicant status as either a domestic or international student. If deemed international, I would not be able to apply, I was not eligible for financial aid, which would ultimately prevent me from going to college. This stress haunted me for the entire year. As all of my students were deciding what school they would attend, I was still waiting for some miracle or some change in our status that would make it possible for me to also be college educated. Every single night, I stayed up late studying, applying to schools, looking for scholarships, and pouring every ounce of effort into my dream of going to college. But any bit of excitement over a good grade or a college acceptance was overshadowed by one thing alone, my immigration status. Then, after months of worrying, I received a letter from one school granting me a full tuition scholarship. That school was SUNY Broome. For the first time in months, I was able to breathe. And even with my presidential honors scholarship, my immigration status loomed in the background. I was always anxious when I had to discuss my college bill and how tuition and fees would be paid. I treated my SUNY Broome education like the privilege that it is. During my first year, I focused on growing as much as possible. I joined the student assembly, became president of the engineering club, built a fully functioning drone, and founded the All Racket Sports Club, all while maintaining a 4.0. I approached that year with two goals: to make advantage of every opportunity that SUNY Broome had to offer, and to create opportunities for other students. I was so excited to return to SUNY Broome this past fall. I'd been elected as a student trustee, I'd accepted a position as an RA in the student village, and I was enrolled in some amazing classes. Unfortunately, around this time, my family's application for a green card was denied. Once again, I was being set back due to our status, right back where I started, wondering if I would be considered international or domestic, and paralyzed with the fear that I would not be able to continue my studies. I attended my RA training sessions during that time with a pit in my stomach, wondering if I would even be able to afford to remain enrolled. I spent weeks talking with the student accounts team, and with lots of communication and patience, they were able to find a solution that allowed me to return. Just as this academic year concluded, my family and I received the news that our green card has been approved, something that has put us all at ease. Thank you. But I cannot deny that even as we celebrate this milestone, I can't forget all the moments of worry and the opportunities missed. I decided to share this part of my story because to many people, I may seem like the ideal SUNY Broome student who has spent the past 2 years earning scholarships, special roles on campus, and awards. But I'm simply an immigrant experiencing often hidden setbacks at every step of my journey as I try to create a better life. I believe that the struggles that many of us face as immigrants mirror the experiences that many of us face as community college students. My time at SUNY Broome has made me realize that each student faces unique obstacles that make our journeys more difficult, but also more enriching. I really want to emphasize the meaning of this very moment. Every day for the past few years, between taking classes, studying for tests, and maintaining our lives, we have overcome more than we realize. Our graduating class is filled with students who may have had to work full-time while earning their degrees, where parents who may have had to study after our children fell asleep each night, where first-generation college students or students who are giving college a second chance for a brighter future. We are immigrants like me, and this is who we are. During my toughest moments, my mom would say this to me: "You appreciate things far more when you have to work for them." Here today, we have worked so hard for this moment, and we deserve to take a moment to rest, reflect, and let the appreciation overwhelm us. We deserve to be here. We have earned that seat at the table. We have earned our success, and the best part is we're not stopping here. As SUNY Broome graduates, we now have even more tools, experiences, and connections to support us as we reach further than ever before. To everyone here, I just want to say that you're amazing and that you will continue to accomplish more than you can ever imagine. Just promise to enjoy your wins as well as your losses and never stop fighting. To my family, to everybody, I love you. Thank you. I would now like to ask President Hawkins and fellow graduate Delaney Vasco to join me at the podium. On behalf of the entire student body and as a member of the student philanthropy team, Delaney is presenting a check to President Hawkins and SUNY Broome for $1,573.38 to be used towards scholarships for our fellow SUNY Broome students. We want to thank the students, faculty, staff, and community members for your help, kindness, and generosity in helping to raise these funds to support our peers. Student philanthropy team members organized and supported restaurant fundraisers, gift baskets, and the alumni reunion.
Thank you, Alejandro, for your very inspiring words, as well as your to the generous students for supporting your peers through the Student Giving campaign. I'd now like to invite our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Penny Kelly, up front for the presentation of degrees. Now to the presentation of degrees.
Thank you, President Hawkins. Will all the candidates for degrees in business and professional studies, including accounting, business administration, business information management, criminal justice police, culinary arts, event and sports entertainment management, homeland security and emergency management, international business, marketing management and sales, paralegal, paramedic, sports management, web development and management, and candidates for certificates in office technologies, paramedic, social media, website development and management, please rise.
By the virtue of the authority invested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate of Applied Science, Associate in Occupational Studies, and Certificate, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. And one of those privileges is for you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as a graduate. Please be seated.
Will all the candidates for degrees in health sciences, including clinical laboratory technician, dental hygiene, health information technology, health sciences, health studies, histological technician, nursing, physical therapy assistant, radiologic technology, and candidates for certificates in histological technician, phlebotomy, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, and Associate with certificates with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. And as one of those privileges is for you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as a graduate. Please be seated.
will all the candidates for degrees in liberal arts, including chemical dependency counseling, communications and media arts, early childhood, human services, individual studies, liberal arts and sciences general studies, liberal arts and sciences general studies education, music recording and production, sports studies, visual communication arts, and candidates for certificates in chemical dependency counseling, early childhood, beat production and recording. Please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, and Certificate, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. And one of those privileges is for you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as graduate. Please be seated.
Thank you, President Hawkins. Will all the candidates for degrees in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, including civil engineering technology, computer information systems, computer science, computer security and forensics, computer technology, electrical engineering technology, engineering science, environmental science, liberal arts sciences, manufacturing technology, mathematics, mechanical engineering technology, and candidates for certificates in mechatronics, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, and Certificate, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. And one of those privileges for you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as a graduate. Please be seated. Thank you all, and once again, congratulations to the entire class of 2024. Let's give them another round of applause. And now, the moment that you've been waiting for, I invite the class of 2024 to individually receive their diplomas and certificates. Will all of the graduates please rise and come forward as your names are called? I'll be joined on stage by our distinguished board chair, Kathy Connerton, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Penny Kelly, also an alum of SUNY Broome, and Vice President for Student Development and Chief Diversity Officer, Dr. Carol Ross Scott, who will help hand out the folios.
The first graduate is Danielle Williams.
Andrew Allen.
Haley Gunther.
Christina Ray.
Tyler Dickinson.
Ryan Healy.
Jonathan Pearson.
Drew Enrich.
Sebastian Carrera.
Bradley Morganson.
Israel Sepulveda Kiefer.
Carly Youngs.
Kirsten Groats.
Molly Grant.
Cooper Ely.
Eva Gavanchuk.
Olivia Vanderbilt.
Julia Bird.
Gianna Lawrence.
Paul Talbot.
Amelia Smith.
Louis Esposito.
Anessa Galesic.
Zachary Nush.
Christina Collins.
Caitlin Waterby.
Haley Bodine.
Lisa Reinfrank.
Garrett Schultz.
Cassidy Williamson Chin.
Jake Whitteman.
Jordan Thomas.
Katie Tompkins.
Nicholas Lockey.
Nisa Lamberty.
Joshua Van Steenberg.
Jada Palmer.
Alexa Weiderhold.
Nikki Pori.
Daniel Liberti.
Tip Top Pun Vizori.
Daniel Gale.
Victoria Scott.
Jashawn Kaler.
David Decay.
Ladesha Davis.
Allison Clackmore.
Mary Hale Harris.
Cassandra Martin.
Bertley Meganson.
Breeze Littlejohn.
Tatiana Henry.
Zoa Sheik.
McKinley Branch.
Noor Barigba.
Daniel Kilmer.
Libby Gresson.
Jonah Richards.
Cheyenne Cole.
Kelsey Cole.
Secret Miller.
Bella Cook.
Shuli Das.
Renee Picard.
Cecilia McDonald.
Julia Ralston.
Autumn Lester.
Aiden Pritchard.
Joseph Kilmer.
Crystal Leo.
Abigail Molyneux.
Ryan Bradley.
Avery Kenyon.
Antonio Gonzalez.
Amy Milka.
Molly Murray.
Billy Roberto.
Penny Holt.
Alyssa Madramutu.
Hannah Mano.
Tino Montemagno.
Abby Altman.
Rocco Ashman.
Ella Peterson.
Colin Smith.
Janella Short.
Colin Silko.
Amara Kiefer.
Joseph Miller.
Sarah Steinhauser.
Trevor Dennison.
Michelle Force.
Madeline Dennison.
Lucille Sherman.
James McDonald.
Ashley Lenati.
Desiree Hoff.
Molly McVaughn.
Callie Quinn.
Sharif Williams.
Alana Finch.
Jocelyn Hall.
Kara Slavey.
Lindell Miller.
Betsy Baborski.
Amani Douglas.
Mercedes Holdridge.
Elizabeth Gage.
Braden Vincevich.
Tatiana Courtney.
Emma Farr Giblin.
Stephanie Shepard Glass.
Ryan Sunda Sherrod.
Krista Carey.
Haley Traver. Kathy Munoz.
Aaron Caminiti.
Joelle Delisle.
Olivia Bronstein.
Taylor Caniff.
Eliza Haddon.
Jessica Striss.
Madison Eckerly.
Elizabeth Hotallen.
Shannon Sweeney.
Allison Warner.
Ellison Cody.
Maria Fergal.
Olivia Strong.
Reese Sackett.
Lindsay Crandall.
Colleen Palmer.
Anastasia Angel.
Ariana Hilton.
Mackenzie Topa.
Macy Spencer.
Paige Walker.
Grace Minor.
Catherine Tilley.
Mary Cuddy.
Tatiana Bernstein.
Madison Zolbrecht.
Anna Berman.
Kaylina Calzado.
Laura. Laura Zingo.
Alexander Weissman.
Delaney Vasco.
Alyssa Angel.
Peyton Gaylord.
Laura Vasilopoulos.
Blake Baker.
Abigail Clark.
Ariana McKinney.
Jack Trito.
Michaela Harding.
Gianna Mazaris.
Dominique Boyce.
Jean Sinatus.
Jenna Warner.
Hannah Fearfelder.
Daisy Eclark.
Chandel Ralston.
Sarah Alaufi.
Madison Pickard.
Tara Moreau.
Logan Pixley.
Allison Dibble.
Edwin Cartagena.
Tyler Boa.
Jeff Weirs.
Emily Kane.
Laura Hewick. Jason Samsel.
Liv Laney.
Gavin Matthews.
Lisa Roman.
Rowan Hawk.
Danielle Baker.
Sasha Lofthouse. Ramos.
Juanita Torres.
Carissa Miracle.
Macy Everett.
Sydney Majeski.
Riley Meringue.
Farhan Saqib.
Elena Espinoza.
Logan Everson.
Isabella Beck.
Connor Saxby.
Madison McMurrow.
Braden Travis.
Esmeralda Hudsick.
Dante Kamek.
Eliza Benedict.
Amina Morgan.
Mackenzie Strubel.
Vincent Smith.
Samantha Lazinski.
Kara Zunon.
Marissa Murphy.
Sage Katie.
Emily Zaboris.
William Slater.
Charlene Johnson.
Marcus Hayter.
Clarissa Klein.
Natalia Arias.
Charity Stone.
Yazamin Takwai.
Carissa Kemp.
Morgan Osborne.
Brianna Henley.
Ashlyn Lanky.
Emily Gunn.
Tan Nguyen.
Jada Boyer.
Brittany Palermo.
Timothy Stank.
Angelina Kaler.
John Klein.
Dominic Schwartz.
Christopher Daly.
Alejandro Chavarria.
Timothy Ada.
Michael Tokas.
Savannah Davis.
Megan Carden.
Daria Abdas Sabur.
Glenn Lepoidevin.
Kelly Cohen.
Bennett Howell.
Bryden Fish.
Grace Otto.
Jamie Relia.
Locke Lee.
Skylar Dean.
Samuel Sweatland.
Rachel Khaleesi.
Ian Bender.
Natalie Allig.
Daniel Liberty.
Chloe Jones.
Shirley Mendez.
Ivana Gonzalez.
Jennifer Rudy.
Kristen Sabansolin.
Campbell Chaplin.
Jenna Geisford.
Ty Cow.
Isabel Hines.
Matthew Smith.
Sarah Kosak.
Ethan Topensic.
Melissa Toribio.
Christopher Mugeo.
Letitia Sproul.
Christopher Cruz.
Catherine Cable.
Samuel Shindakov.
Morgan Eliza Cromarte.
Colton Gardner.
Melissa Navis.
Christopher Fallon.
Connor Vandenberg.
Emily Dimmick.
Caitlin Eilert.
Summer Lambrecht.
Katiana Dillard.
Felicia Fiaco.
Rosa Aquino.
Ainsley George.
Mariana Morales.
Natalie Gagnon.
Nicole Sensicata.
Catherine White.
Brianna Chestnut.
Joshua Brown.
Abigail Merrick.
Lindsley Jean.
Zoe Gifford.
Marie Nerla Nicholas.
Shayna Mills.
Ayana Fagans Wilkes.
Natalie Deer.
Sage Inglis. Me Quach.
Tom Blumar.
Kelsey Neville.
Mackenzie Hoyt.
Jessica Spotigue.
Brianna McQuaid. Dana Stepp.
Richard Buckley.
Alexis Wheeler.
Jenna Hanyon.
Anna Tiberia.
Madison Weinheimer.
Jalen Bennett.
Trinity Vasquez.
Shahida Rafi.
Carissa Sharif.
Glebo Coleman.
Joshua Mizell.
Christina O'Hara.
Christina Johnson.
Alexander Beardsley.
Brandy Bench.
Liliana Sheldon.
Kendall Valenti.
Tasha Williams.
Colleen Babola.
Caitlin Vandermark.
Cameron Gribno.
Carly Forbes.
Genevieve Horlocker.
Francia Burgett.
Maza Gassi.
Brianna Sprouse.
Sean Sinchi.
Kamani Fagan. Rosemary Erwick. Riley Tamasovich. And
Let's give our graduates another round of applause. I'd like to thank the class of 2024 for helping us to initiate a new SUNY Broome tradition. In addition to receiving their diplomas or certificates, each graduate received a yellow rose. This gift is to share. Graduates, please extend this rose to someone who inspired and encouraged you throughout your SUNY Broome journey. This could be a parent, a spouse, a child, or a professor. Tonight, we celebrate the village that brought you to this moment, and we are who we are because of this incredible place and the people that shape our lives. So now it's time to conclude the 75th SUNY Broome Commencement Ceremony. Audience members, please remain seated while the people on stage exit first, followed by our graduates. To lead tonight's commencement recessional, please welcome the Broome County Celtic Pipes and Drums.